I'm Peter Foss, and I'm a professor here at Utah State University and just loving it. I'm so impressed with the quality of the students and the school altogether. My passion has been business all my life. I grew up on a textile factory in Denmark, and already at age 10 had my first company. At age 12 I set the goal to get my MBA and have loved the complexity, leadership, and strategy around business ever since. I feel like the greatest job that I can do as a teacher is to help the students to find ways to add value for themselves and add value for the companies that they're working for. There's no job security anymore after you graduate from college or at all. So the best thing you can do is to learn to create value for the companies you're with, and if they for some reason don't need you anymore, for the companies that you can go to, and with that for yourself. I grew up in Denmark. I worked for many companies, and I think that both small companies, entrepreneurial companies, as well as the largest companies in the world. I think the greatest value that I bring to the classroom is that of a very practical perspective. I have been the president and CEO, general manager of companies in Europe, in Japan, in Korea, in Australia, in America, and at one time, very recently, was responsible for 9 international companies. 1 company in Europe, 1 company in Japan, Korea, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand. I had 900 employees, a management team in each of those countries, more than $350 million in revenue, and we more than tripled our yearly growth. What really gets me excited is that of bringing a team of people together. It can be in a department, it can be in a company, it can be in multiple companies. Together with that team, setting a clear direction of where we are going, and together as a team figuring out how to get there. That's the kind of value that I hope that I can also give to my students. I have my bachelor's degree from University of Odense. I have a master's degree also from University of Odense, and I've been an adjunct professor at Odense University as well as Westminster College in the US, and I'm now delighted to be at Utah State University. As far as sports goes, I love sports. I was a ski instructor for the Danish junior ski team. I was one of the top yacht and sailors in Europe. And so skiing and sailing and running marathons is something I like to do. I look forward to see you in my class. Well, Management 6410 is about new venture creation. We are using this book here, the new venture creation. It's also what you would often call entrepreneurship. The model that we are using is really based on Dr. Glaus's research over 20 years about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship model that has 8 components to it. You're learning how to look at an opportunity as an entrepreneur, either starting it up yourself, looking at a franchise opportunity, or purchasing a company. You're also learning about entrepreneurship in the way that it is not just about starting your own business. It is also about what you can do in an existing company, even a Fortune 500 company, with an entrepreneurial spirit. It is about focusing on the opportunities, focusing on the customers, rather than focusing on the bureaucracy in a large organization, all the reasons why you cannot do things. So it is a course that is not only good for those that want to start their own business, which a lot of the students wants to do, which is interesting because 20 years ago, all MBA graduates wanted to work for a Fortune 500 company. Today, about half of the students want to be entrepreneurs and maybe start their own companies. And if they already know that they want to do that in the class, there will be many opportunities in class for them to develop their plans, to test their plans, to make sure that the rate of success is much higher after having gone through this class than before. So it's a wonderful opportunity for everybody. And typically what happens at the end of the class is that there are more people that want to be entrepreneurs than there were at the beginning of the class. where maybe in the beginning of the class there were some of the students that took the class just because they had to do it. But at the end, it really works out well. So I hope you will have the same experience, and looking forward to have you in New Venture Creation 6410. Thank you.